Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As you guys know, my rising sign is in Virgo, so I just want to extend a warm welcome and give a huge virtual hug to my fellow Virgos out there. This is going to be a reading from April 1st to April 7th, so it is the waxing second quarter half moon phase or period, and it's all in preparation for the powerful full moon that we're going to have in Libra. So our lives are going to be really injected with enthusiasm, action, and purpose. And we should feel driven to achieve, to get things done, to get things finished, and really focusing on how we're going to manifest the intentions that we set in the material world, or just in our lives in general. All right, Virgo, so let's go ahead and see what messages we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We're going to invite angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and spirit to this space to deliver the messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from April 1st to April 7th. What messages do we have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from April 1st to April 7th? Nice. Ooh, lots of air in your chart in this reading, you guys. Nice. Virgo, your overall energy, nice. Wow, the overall energy is the world. This is a completion. This is something you've been working towards. This is a graduation. This is up-leveling. This is spiritual ascension. This is you manifesting, getting what you want. This past Virgo full moon definitely was a blessing for you. Some of you guys are really, really manifesting and are going to be able to achieve what it is you wanted by the time we have this full moon in Libra. Wow, 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 Virgo. Underneath that, you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all about, this is my Law of Attraction card. It's Aries, Leo, Sag. In the reverse, it's taken me back to the Seven of Wands, rising above. You have fought for this tooth and nail, Virgo. And Death is Scorpionic energy. This is all about transformation, rebirth. Believe it, because we have that World card showing up there as well. Wow, Virgo, love it. So you guys are showing up as the Four of Swords. This is all about taking time out. This is all about healing. The next four cards all represent Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So you might be dealing with air signs, or you might have air signs in your chart. You might also be exhibiting these qualities. Remember, and air signs have a quality of being detached, and all about communication as well. But there's a huge sense of healing that's coming. You guys are healing something and taking it to the next level, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your physical body, it might be something along your spiritual journey, your spirituality, it could be your finances. All right, Virgo, take it how it resonates, but you know what? Take it. It is beautiful. In your surroundings, we have the Star card. This is Aquarius. This is, look at this. Who doesn't want to be this woman? Just floating along and, so happy, rejoicing because her wishes are coming true. She dared to wish upon a star and she manifested it. Beautiful. And that is healing. That is, this is after the Tower moment. Some of my Virgos out there might have experienced a very big Tower moment, which I'm seeing in this Four of Wands in reversed. And now they're healing from it and then some. And just master manifestors, happy, following their inner guidance, inner balance. Beautiful energy, Virgo. You guys are being blocked by the Knight of Swords. It could be a person. Again, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The Knight of Swords can be a little bit dogmatic. somebody who's very zealous. Okay, so make sure that you don't have your blinders on too much. Make sure that you're not leaving people out that need to be included in your journey. I don't know why I just said that, but that was a message that I got. Make sure that you haven't been overly hyper focused on something or too married to an agenda in order to see, the bigger picture. Okay, and I really get that because all of these birds are showing up in this reading. Okay, so make sure that you're not being too dogmatic, or you're not too married to an agenda, that you're not to your detriment, or you're not including others that you should include in this journey. Now, again, not all of us have to include anybody in the journey. Oftentimes it's just our very own, and it could be just a spiritual journey. Okay, in your foundation, we have the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is truth. This is you being authentic, you standing in your truth. And I feel like maybe with this Virgo full moon, some of you guys out there were really able to take off all your masks and just be you. This is who I am, take it or leave it, and then also I feel like you really opened up those energetic channels to receive not only love and light from above, but also to receive the messages and the guidance that, that you were looking for. And it's really working in your favor, Virgo. I mean, I just keep going back to this World card. Yes, 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 Virgo. I mean, beautiful. Four of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, but the Four of Wands is my 1111 twin flame card. Soulmate energy. It could be marriage. It could be a breakup of a marriage. It could be a spiritual union. You could be in separation from a soulmate or a twin flame. Or it could just be a loss, a lack of stability. Maybe you were on a path to stability and something came to shake that up. That's why I'm seeing this really as a tower moment, okay? But I mean, you're healing and recovering from that. So this is definitely in the past. This is coming in from above. The Five of Coins. Now, the Five of Coins is your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it's all about feeling left out, maybe like feeling like you don't have enough. It could be self-sabotage, but it could also be a spiritual journey. Oftentimes, this is a card of somebody, they're standing in front of this church, and there's light and warmth and food inside. And they are, but they've chosen to not take the easiest road, not take the path of least resistance, but to take their own path, which hasn't been easy. But you can see this light is shining on them, and they're being rewarded for that, for all of the hard work that they've done, because it hasn't been easy. And then in the background there, we do have this 8-pointed star, which takes me back to the star card, following your inner guidance. This is the journey that you had to take to bring about the healing and, to manifest what it is you really wanted to, because Virgos, it hasn't been easy, but you are triumphing. How do I know that? Strength. The Strength card is, and I think I mentioned this in the Taurus reading, but the Strength card, this image here is of Sekhmet, or Bast is what it's reminding me of. And she was the Egyptian goddess of cats, but she was much more than that. She was about fertility, which Leo is all about creativity and fertility as well. But cats also kept disease and plague at bay because they got rid of all of the insects and all of the rodents, that would bring disease and plague and that sort of thing. So this is also a reminder that you are divinely guided and protected on this journey, that you have stepped into your power, that you have stepped up, Virgo. You are bossing up. You are about to step into your power. Your strength and your courage are going to, I just get like beam out, radiate out. And you're going to also, I feel like there's a lot of healing that you are doing for others, for the collective, for others around you. I just got this image kind of like, but it's bigger than this star. It was bigger. It's more like an explosion from Virgo, your energy radiating out. Some of you guys are doing Reiki and healing, and this is working not only to heal in your life and people in your immediate, your soul tribe, but also the collective, okay? And I hear a big thank you for that. It hasn't been easy, but Spirit's saying thank you. Thank you for those of you who have been doing that work. All right, so let's go ahead and pull additional messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, rising, and Venus signs from April 1st through April 7th. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, rising, and Venus signs. Adjacent possibilities. All right, so it doesn't matter which path you choose, Virgo, that you're going to get there. So don't overthink your steps. Just start. You have a strategy. If you haven't put that strategy in place yet, it's important that you do, but don't overthink your movements. Don't control too much. Go with the flow. Trust that you're going to get where you're going no matter what. Okay? Appreciation. A lot of you might be working with the law of attraction, okay? And you also have 2 6s coming out here. 6s are about money, prosperity, forgiveness, healing, service to others, and unconditional love, right? So again, that service to others, I really got a very strong message coming in for you guys here with this strength and with this sort of explosion from your heart chakra, Virgo. Appreciations for expressing gratitude, especially if you're working with law of attraction. I see that you're strategizing. You knew it wouldn't be easy, but you did it anyways. And Spirit says, don't worry. If you're worried about how hard it's going to be, you're going to persevere. You're definitely guided to take this journey. Don't overthink it. Don't get too stuck on maybe you had a plan and like you can't do that, or something is part of your plan has been foiled or disrupted. Yeah, and that's why this is the Knight of Swords might be blocking you. You might have received a message. You might want things to happen really quickly. You might need to be a little bit more patient. You might have to just hold out a little bit longer, but you'll get there. As long as you're not too dogmatic about it. Okay. Ooh, and this popped out. Door to value. This is a jackpot. This is winning the lottery. This is exactly what I see with the Strength card. Everything that you've done is going to come back to you tenfold, Virgo. This is abundance, and whatever that means for you. Abundance can be energy, it can be rest, it can be love, it can be money. All right. And I mean, you guys get the World card. So really, Virgo, you guys are doing really major things here. Major changes for Virgo. Beautiful changes in store. Just don't get too caught up in the details of the how. Remember to focus more on the why, Virgo. Spiritual partnership. For some of you, this could be reunion or union because we have this recovery from the Four of Wands in reverse, which could be soulmate, twin flame energy. It could just be a marriage. But for some of you guys, this door to value, this jackpot card, it hasn't been an easy journey, but you will be, you're coming into union. This could be with your higher self or another person, another soul. Some of you might be repairing a marriage or taking a relationship to the next level. But remember, it doesn't all have to be romantic. Financial discipline. Look at these colors. Financial discipline, Virgo. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So yeah, there's definitely, some of you might have to tighten your budget. But I feel like, Virgo, you guys are pretty good at that. Or maybe reevaluate your budget. That might be that strategy card, is what I'm feeling. Because there are coins on here as well. So for some of you, this has to do with your finances. Some of you, it's rebuilding a home. Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, and manipulation. So you guys also have a lot of 7s popping up here, I felt. Am I right? Am I wrong? No, I'm wrong. Sorry, but it doesn't surprise me. 7s are about that reevaluation, that introspection. It's also all about patience. So you're acquiring knowledge, but make sure that that doesn't, that you don't overthink things or talk yourself out of doing something with insecurity. Because remember, the less that you move forward, you know, the more you procrastinate, the less your, you know, your confidence will really wane here, or you'll lose confidence, sorry. And then also look, this is the Shadow Queen. She is the epitome of the Hermit card. That's you guys. You guys are going to stand in your power. You guys know what you need to do. You guys might be right now making a plan. Follow that plan, but also be willing to adapt and adjust that plan as you go, okay? There's spiritual partnership, so you're being divinely guided. Listen to the signs. Watch for the signs and synchronicities, because your spirit guides are definitely guiding you on this journey, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. This is a beautiful energy. Remember the World card. That's your overall energy. You're making it happen. You're bossing up. All right, you're stepping into your power. All right, you guys, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. Most of all, I love you. Thank you for listening, and take care.